Return home before you get arrested. Shehu Sani advised Nigerians with revoked US visas. Former lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has urged Nigerians whose visas were recently revoked by the administration of United States President Trump to return home without delay. They should return home without delay. You have a place for them to stay. In a post on X on Monday, Sani warned affected Nigerians and other Africans to leave the United States before they fall into the hands of the immigration. Keep your advice to yourself. They will come. They will come or probably look for another country to go to. You think it's easy to come to Nigeria? With all these roboding way they happen for Nigeria. Mitchell says, our fathers failed us, our leaders failed to play their roles. The country that our grandparents struggled and fought for independence, they got it with everything good: stable economy, good stable security with free movement, free religious belief and worship, good education and medical care, free and fair election, transparent business opportunities. But here we are today with our so-called leaders, our fathers, our priests and imams, both Christians and Muslims, are not safe in our country. I think another part of the problem is because we took independence quite early. Probably if we didn't take it early, these people helped us develop our country very well before we took our independence. Probably Nigeria will not be like this. Cody Chimba says, this evil-minded, pretentious hypocrite, tricky APC psychophant, selfish political non-entity, and characterless fence-sitter who doesn't take specific and firm position on serious and critical issues should sit down and mind his business and talk about terrorism, criminality, corruption, tyranny, insecurity, election rigging, poverty, unemployment, hunger, impoverishment, and frustration devastating Nigeria, and stop deceiving himself with issues that are no more important to frustrated Nigerians. Half-smart chameleon. Chijima says, see your mouth. Return home, reach home, so that you and your Muslim terrorists will not buy them, abi. It's better for them to buy in US than to buy in this useless home like Nigeria, upside down country. Ike Kacha said, return home. To which country, please? Exactly. Like to where? At Ibrahim says, we must unite northern and southern Nigerians to save African continent and the black race. Nana says, if you ask me, I will say let the northern stay on their own, since peace and progressive development is around to them. Exactly. They are the ones who are going us backward in this country, the northerners. They need to go and be on their own. We need to separate for them. The Muslim Yorubas aren't as violent as wicked as the northern Muslims. Yes, the Muslims the Yoruba Muslims, they have sense now. So let that first marriage be divorced. Let everyone respect their space and peace. Simple. Guardian says, so that you buy them now. The money control wicked leaders, both faster and present. God Almighty will punish you people. Isaiah says it's better for them to turn mad people than to come back to a country where APC has damaged 99% of the country's dignity. I'm telling you. Kemi says, don't advise anybody. Go and advise your children and the people that you are feeding. Diongo says, but Shehu Sani, Nigeria is not a home, it's a hellfire, which you know. That staying in American prison is far better. It's far better. I guess 377 says, I think what former lawmaker is saying is about the affected Nigerian citizens whose names are in the blacklist, not hustlers. Okay. Obina says, nobody should mind this man. Use your tongue to count your teeth. It's better you stay inside prison in America than to come stay for natural hairfire. Called Nigeria natural hairfire. Pampa says, is it not better to live in prison in America than to return to this murderous country called Nigeria, where there is no resemblance of justice? Afola Abisi says, please make them not get passion on Nigeria's cause. If they come home now, bandits will not let them rest. I beg, Mr. President. Clement says, if they return, your boys will still come and try to buy them, abi, or kidnap them. Pamfield says, but they are also afraid to come home. Peter says, Ogasani, nobody go on leave heaven or return to hell. If the bad comes to worst, all of them go chop aduro for police hand on the spot. Thank God all of them go claim Reverend Ochama Pikin. Even to claim Jos and Benue origin, they had. In fact, if the matter become very critical, the fit begin use with the blade take tear face. Yankee, who won't leave am? Who won't leave am more? From that one says, advise Sheikh Gumi to come back from Turkey because he needs to be arrested. Oh, he's in Turkey. Can you imagine? No wonder I was making mouth anyhow. And Lina said, so you don't want them to be arrested, Boko harassing. Don't worry, even you will be arrested, okay? One Francis says, Senator Shehu Sani, you sound patriotic, sir. Which home? If things are okay here, who will leave his home and want to buy in another man's home in the first place? If only the country was working. Nobody will travel anywhere to go and be staying there, go and be doing many odd jobs just to make ends meet. Joshua says, is Nigeria home compared to America? Only a comfortable Nigeria can opt to leave America. Boto says, Vitondo, I did been I'm in America, I'd rather buy there than entering Nigeria. Rashid Another says, Trump is passing a wise message to Americans that go home and make your country a better place. It might be painful now, but it's going to be beneficial on the long run. If America is not better, nobody will go there. We that advise to stay behind are the real patriots. Everybody cannot leave their home country. Also, it is a challenge for African leaders to make our continent a destination for the rest of the world. Atamondo says there shouldn't come anyone with bandit links, should be smoked out there. For he says, what's your own? Are you the one that paid their trip to the US in the first place? Daniel says, Sani telling Nigerians return home, you want to finish them. Yes, because Christians travel very well than any other. You cannot stop the buying that's going on. You are here telling them return home. A word they say, you can deceive human beings, but remember, nobody can deceive God. Even Sadi says, return to which home? You call Nigeria a home, right? Now, wow, if now you go return, you go return country with no hope for citizens. Everything is expensive. Own a house, accommodation. Own a house, accommodation is very high. Naira, valueless. It is well. You can't own a house. Adnan says, I hate this man. In fact, Muslim religion is not a religion. Rather, it's a cult. Bashir says, why only you people are against this statement? Does that mean you are the problem of Americans and Nigeria? Obviously now. Simon says, better to be arrested in USA than live or be arrested in Nigeria. Good Nicola says, West and East, North and South, nothing like home. Koyebi says, I used to respect and love this man until he supported Sharia law over and above the law of the land. Nigeria, it was when I knew all this while he was an hypocrite, hiding under progressive victories, not knowing that he's a jihadist. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.